Jane Keegan.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Thank you for calling me to speak in this debate. And may I start by sending my heartfelt condolences to His Majesty the King and the entire royal family and royal household. I rise today to express the love, gratitude and respect that all those who live in the Chichester constituency have for our late Queen. In all parts of the country and indeed the Commonwealth, our late Queen has touched every generation. Our young still have fresh memories of planting saplings to mark the recent Platinum Jubilee, forming the Queen's green canopy, which, like her reign, will live on for decades. Those of us a little older will remember the street parties for her Silver Jubilee and still treasure the mugs and the memories. Memories which remind us what it means to be British and our unique traditions. In no other country, anywhere in the world, does the whole population celebrate by sitting in the middle of the street, usually in the rain, eating sponge cake. Unique and highly differentiated. Her Majesty visited my constituency several times to offer support to the Chichester Festival Theatre. Her first visit was with His Royal Highness Prince Philip for the inaugural season in 1962, and they came back again in 1964 for a performance of Othello with Lord Laurence Olivier and Dame Maggie Smith. It was during her most recent visit that I had the incredible honour of meeting Her Majesty. Now, growing up in Knowsley gives you many life skills, but a proper curtsy was not one of them. So after much practice than I care to admit, I found myself awaiting introduction placed between our bishop and our chief constable, who reassuringly were both as nervous as I was. As she entered the room, as everybody has said, you were immediately struck by her smile. Not her smile, her smiling eyes. As I was introduced to the Queen, she immediately smiled and she said, "How long have you been the Member of Parliament for Chichester?" On hearing my reply, I'd been elected just a few months earlier in 2017, she shot back, "Ah, you're a snapper." She was, of course, referring to the snap general election. She then asked me how it was all going, and I had to be truthful and admit it wasn't going all that well. She replied kindly, "Good luck. I think you may need it." With experience comes wisdom. My brief introduction and the subsequent lunch I spent with our late Queen is a memory I will treasure forever. Now, the Queen is an extraordinary role model for all of us, but our Queen also had the most marvellous role models in her parents. They had seen our country through the perils of the Second World War. Her father had even seen action in the Battle of Jutland in 1916. And on the death of her father, Queen Elizabeth sent a message to her first Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, which was read to this House on the 11th of February 1952, and in it she said that her father had set before me an example of selfless dedication which I resolved, with God's help, to follow. I think we may all conclude that she honoured her promise to the British people and met it in full. On behalf of everybody in the Chichester constituency, I want to say thank you for everything, and God save the King. Amen.